Mahomes now on first down, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll pull it down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And this will be a touchdown. 24 yards. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA's.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
First carry for James Conner. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Conner. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The 13 yards that time of the first. They'll run on first down. Connor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Time for a check of the starting offensive unit here for the AFC.
DeAndre Hopkins was named All-Pro for the first time in 2017, and really don't have to do much but look at the statistics to know why. 4 touchdown grabs in 2016, jumped that up to 13 in 2017. That led all NFL receivers. Also added in 96 catches and close to 1,400 yards. DeAndre Hopkins' ability to get free in the secondary is a marvel, mainly because of head fakes and body control.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run the counter. Connor. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. 15 yards. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Well, they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. Now they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Rosas good with the extra point. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Shifts by him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots. But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Well, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The 2 punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays?
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 37 yards, and the AFC has taken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. And this one's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And complete to Zach Ertz. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And touchdown! Zach Ertz, 58 yards. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot. Long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes, it doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out. On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's Kelsey on the ground. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So we're at halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with a score tied.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side...
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The NFC offense heads out to begin this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
On play action, now Breeze. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Touchdown! Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the NFC has broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. They go play action here on first down. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Face mask. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across the field and inside the 45. A pickup there of 37. And the AFC will have a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the AFC. 48 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls.
Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's I say this, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist, watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All set to go now from Orlando. The 2019 NFL Pro Bowl is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 5-9. Check, 55.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Ready? You ready?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Brees going to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Caught by Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the AFC in possession of the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Gordon able to fight through one tackle. And another tackle broken. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Luke Kuechly. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Now Breeze. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Breeze now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Breeze to Adam Thielen for an NFC 1st down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the NFC is in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Hopkins. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. On 3rd down, Connor. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the AFC. An even 50 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And I think the AFC came up with that. They did. AFC football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll buy some time right. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Here we go.
You see the AFC defense heading back out there. And everything's going to rest on this drive. Can they keep them out of field goal range? Because a field goal would win it.
So now you're in that position of you can't just back off and give them easy throws. At the same time, you don't want to press them so hard they go over the top and beat you deep. So you're playing a tight defense with an idea that you have the lead. Whatever you do, don't let them in the field goal range and give that up.
So maybe tight but not too tight. Right?
Exactly. I mean, it's perfect, right? It's kind of like lacing up your shoes. Get it exactly right and no more.
See if they lace them right. Back to throw. This complete to Jones. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
95-56, 95-56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught at the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for them that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Excitement, well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This is taken at his 4. And And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready? 5-9. Sammy!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now a give, right side. It's Connor. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with Connor, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Gets it to Gordon.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. The big fella. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and it's a touchdown. In for the score. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Play action. It's Wilson. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. It's Kelsey on the grab. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Fights loose. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll run here with the Saints' Alvin Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
14. Switch. Check 52.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson, pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the AFC, the Jets' Andre Roberts.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. On the counter, here's Gordon. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Now Mahomes. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go, baby.
That one goes for 24 yards.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moved.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce, as the first half is winding down. And the AFC able to cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the NFC has it. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now Wilson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 47 yards. So we've reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown. Jared Cook. 76 yards. And the AFC able to draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. On first down, Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. On third down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Open here, Adam Thielen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson buying time to his left. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we did. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That one complete to Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the AFC has taken the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Go! Let's go!
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments there, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Gurley again here on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Wilson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 42 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the NFC has retaken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now it's Wilson, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The AFC thus far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. The 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 68 yards. And the AFC has once again taken the lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
This is fielded at the goal line. Nifty move. And now running right through it. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Wilson, flush to his right. He completes it to Julio Jones. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for it.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me. But how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
The great note right there, because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
To throw is Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So it's a victory here in the Pro Bowl for the AFC.